Man, I'm so thirsty. Hmm. I am super nerd.
A few moments later.
Come on, man. Being a superhero can be so boring. Wish I had something constructive to do.
Help me! Help!
Not this time.
Get out the car! Get out the car! Give me the keys! Give me the keys!
Stop! Stop right there.
Why are you so out of breath?
I'm super, but I'm still a nerd.
Who the heck is this?
I'm super nerd.
Super nerd? More like super turd.
Thank you, Super Nerd. You saved us.
You saved us. You saved us.
Hey guys, Robbie Webster here on the Blu-ray Brothers channel, and today I'm kicking off Superhero Week, or Comic Book Week, whichever one of those you prefer. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my favorite superhero of all time, who, as most of you who watch my channel probably know, is Batman. I have a Batman-themed bathroom with all sorts of different comic books and posters on the wall, and I have a decent sized collection of Batman comic books, and I also have a shelf devoted to Batman movie releases. And but today I want to talk about something that was my introduction to the real, well, what I consider to be the real Batman, when I was a child. And there are lots of different versions of Batman. There's campy, fun Batman, and there's more serious and even extremely dark versions of Batman. All of them are legitimate, and I personally can watch just about any of it and enjoy it. Most people my age, their first experience with Batman was the 1989 Tim Burton film starring Michael Keaton, and that's a movie that I loved as a kid. But I didn't see that. I think I may have seen parts of the movie as a kid, but what probably happened is I was so young that I didn't pay much attention to it. I probably was interested when Batman was fighting, but when it was just Bruce Wayne's storyline part of it, I probably couldn't hold my attention. I was very young when that movie came out. I was actually 3 years old when it came out, and I probably saw it when I was maybe 5. But in 1992, a new animated Batman series came out on Fox, and it was one of the only animated shows that was on during prime time. It was Batman the Animated Series. And that show was just amazing. It introduced a totally different Batman to me. I used to watch the 60s series as a kid. From time to time, my parents would let us stay up late, and we would watch some of the 1940s Superman serials, and they would play the 1960s Batman series, and that's what my parents grew up with. So we enjoyed watching that as a family. It was a fun, clean, humorous thing for us to watch. But when I saw the animated Batman, I remember my whole family was excited about it. We were out visiting with my grandparents, and they had been playing promotions on TV for weeks leading up to the release. And I remember my dad rushing home, like we were speeding home to get there in time to see it. I think it came on at 7 or 8 at night, and it was just awesome. That was just an awesome experience watching it for the first time, and I just love it. It's amazing. It has some great voice acting. Mark Hamill plays the Joker, and Kevin Conroy is Batman. He is the best Batman for me. I love his voice. I think he just does a great job with the characters. I actually think he did a better job at the beginning, and sort of at the end it seemed like it changed a bit because they changed the style of the show. But there were still some really great episodes towards the end of the series. But yeah, it was just a fantastic series. They drew the entire series on black paper to make it darker, so they had to bring the color out on top of that paper. Amazing. If you're interested in learning more about the series, like if you're a longtime fan like I am, I learned a lot about it by listening to Kevin Smith's interviews on the Fat Man on Batman podcast. He interviewed Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, who are two of the major writers on the series, and he also had like Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy and a lot of other people that were associated with that series, especially towards the earlier episodes. So that was like really interesting to me. I learned a lot more about a show that I grew up with and loved as a kid that I had never known. It made me love it even more. And to this day, I still watch it all the time. I have all the DVDs right here. Yeah, there's Volume 1, and I think that's like Volume 3. But I have all of them stacked right here. I don't want to bring them all over. But yeah, fantastic series if you can get your hands on it. I don't think it's on Netflix yet, but they do have the Justice League, and I think they have Superman, the animated series, so maybe it is on there, but if it's not, I'm sure they will at some point get it onto Netflix. But these DVDs are extremely high quality, so if you can get your hands on them for a reasonable price, I definitely recommend it. I know from time to time, the first and third volume, for some reason, they go for like 15 to 18 bucks when there's a sale. But the other two are always expensive. I don't know why that is, but for me it's worth it. Even if they're $40 a piece, it's worth it. There's so much content, hundreds of episodes, just a phenomenal series.